Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Kadibia, and in this channel I basically talk about wellness, feeling good about yourself and your body. If that is something you're interested in, then do stick around to the end of this video. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about panic attacks, what they are, how to prevent them, and how to heal from them. If that is something you are interested in and you want to know how to heal your panic attacks, or you're currently struggling with panic attacks and you want to learn what they are and how to heal from them, or you find yourself struggling with anxiety, which is basically related to panic attacks, then stay to the end of this video while I break it down for you. So you might be wondering, what is panic attacks? Well, panic attack is related to anxiety. In case you are one of those people who are struggling with anxiety, fear of the future, and fear of the past, then you are probably currently struggling with panic attacks. It can be scary because panic attacks can come spontaneously, can just be impromptu, and you might just be in the middle of the road and you start having panic attacks. It actually feels like a heart attack. A lot of people do not know this, but panic attack is as a result of anxiety. So they feel like panic attack comes from nowhere. That is far from the case. In case you don't know this, there have been a lot of studies that show that panic attacks is related to anxiety, but a lot of people feel like they just have panic attacks from nowhere. Panic attacks are when you just feel sort of a shock, I would say, sort of a shock feeling out of nowhere. If you can relate to this, then please let me know in the comment section, because panic attacks comes in various forms and symptoms. A lot of people might have heart palpitation, some other person might have nervousness, starting to sweat, a need to sit and relax. All of these things are panic attacks. In case you find yourself having a series of heart palpitation, feeling of nervousness, or a need to be intact with yourself, then you are probably struggling with panic attack. So you might ask, what is the cause of panic attack? Panic attack is a symptom of anxiety. Anxiety is a fear of the unknown, a fear of something that you anticipate, and your brain automatically registers as danger. So when your brain automatically registers these things as danger, you begin to panic. And over time, when you start to panic and have this anxiety, your brain is already registering all of these symptoms in itself. So your body is basically storing these symptoms in itself. That is why out of nowhere you can suddenly have a panic attack, because your brain is already used to protecting, because it feels like it's protecting you by shutting you down. Your brain is basically trying to protect you, but in your own self you feel like this is an attack, but for your own brain it feels like I'm just trying to protect you. So basically it's like you being in a constant fight or flight mode, and that is the cause of your anxiety, because your brain is already used to shutting down and trying to protect you from that anticipated fear, which is anxiety. So when your brain is already used to that always happening, it comes to a phase where it's constantly going to try to protect you. That is why when someone have social anxiety, once they feel that they are going to be in a social gathering, immediately they start panicking, because their brain already senses that as an attack, and that panic attack starts showing up in the body. That is how it works. So, in case you're wondering and you feel like, why am I always having this panic attack? It's because anxiety is registered in your brain. I'm just going to put it at that. How do you heal and prevent having panic attacks? So today in today's video, I'm going to give you 4 steps you need to take starting today that is going to change how your panic attack arises, how you respond to it when it does arise, and how to prevent it. So step number 1 is to realize that your panic attack is not there to kill you. I know this is pretty hard because panic attack can literally feel like you're having a heart attack. Literally, the pain is almost like a heart attack according to studies and some people. But you need to realize that panic attack is just your brain trying to protect you. It cannot kill you. You need to realize that whenever you're having a panic attack, it is registered in your brain. That is why it keeps reoccurring, just like a memory. You remember things that happened in the past, and you almost feel like you are experiencing the same thing now. That is how panic attacks show up, just the same way. So you need to realize that it cannot kill you. It's only your brain's way of trying to protect you. And I know it might not be doing a really good job by the symptoms you feel, but trust me, your panic attacks cannot kill you. Step number 2 is to focus on yourself. You need to focus on yourself if you are having constant panic attacks. So, what do I mean by that? Rather than trying to ignore the fact that you're always having panic attacks, I think it's going to be a good idea to literally focus on yourself and take the step like I'm teaching you right now to heal yourself. You need to be smart enough and confident enough to know that you need to focus on yourself and your own anxiety. A lot of people struggle with this because they might feel like I'm just going to act like I don't have panic attacks, especially when you are always having it. For example, having social anxiety or any type of anxiety or just random anxiety symptoms like panic attacks, you don't have to ignore a social gathering. Rather than trying to ignore a social gathering, why not focus on yourself and learn how to overcome that fear? So you need to focus on yourself, bring back your energy into yourself, and begin to work how you are going to heal that anxiety. Once you heal that anxiety, you are no longer going to be having panic attack, because when you're able to face your fear and face that anxiety, you will be so confident in yourself that whenever you are approaching what you sensed as fear, you're not going to feel the way you used to feel. So once you like sense like, oh, if I go to this particular place, I'm going to feel nervous. But when you know that you are constantly working on yourself and you're focused on yourself, and you know that I am no longer scared of that thing, the anxiety literally disappears, and so does the panic attack. So the third thing I'm gonna share with you is to take your health seriously. Yes, I know all I talk about in this channel is basically health and wellness because I am a health and wellness enthusiast. I love when I feel better about myself, like my body, and I know in a sense it makes me feel confident. Most times, anxiety comes from what you put in your body. A lot of people ignore this truth. You need to start paying attention to a lot of things you put into your body, into your soul, and what you feed your mind. It's literally impossible to listen to negative information, news, and all of the bad things that's happening in the world and not have anxiety. So that is why you need to focus on what you feed your mind, your body, and your soul. You need to be so intentional that you literally cut off anything that doesn't feed you positively. This includes the food you eat, this includes the music you listen to, because I know a lot of you are out there listening to sad music. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Rather than soaking in information that doesn't serve you, you should focus on feeding yourself with positive, soul lifting, and empowering things. Food, music, movies, social media, every single thing should be intentional because you're feeding your mind, and anxiety comes from the mind. That is why a lot of you cannot know where your problem is coming from because it is coming from your mind. So you should be very, very intentional about what you are feeding your mind. When it comes to your diet, be focused on eating a healthy diet filled with leafy greens, fiber, great for your gut health, which will help you feel more in tune with yourself and balance. Because if you're having health problems and gut health problem, you're going to feel miserable. So you should focus on healthy foods. Take your prebiotics. You can have them naturally in yogurts. You do whatever it takes to feed yourself with the right things, and that will literally change everything that you are currently facing right now when it comes to panic attacks. These are the three tips that I have shared in this video that I know will help you starting today if you put it into practice to help you heal your panic attack. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Do let me know in the comment section what other videos you want to see from me related to health and wellness and healing your anxiety. I will be so glad to reply to your comments and also chit chat with you in the comment section. Bye for now and see you guys in my next video.